Okay, here's how to beat Shikibu Toshikatsu Yamauchi. First, know that you don't have to go up the steps to start the fight. You can go around the left of this cliff and shimmy around to the building behind him and then do a stealth blow on him from behind to take his first resurrection away. So let's just watch that play out. You don't need me to narrate this part because this is the starting area of the game. It's exactly the same spot as anyone doing this encounter will already have been at, so we just need to do exactly what we did at the start of the game and then stealth kill him from behind. Once I show you this though, I'm not going to do the fight as if he only has one resurrection left. This is a very tough fight, so what I want to do is show you how to beat him without doing the stealth kill, so a proper legit fighting method. First, let's show this stealth kill. Okay, the first thing we want to do is look at his moves. To win any difficult fight, the best way is to practice. So what I'll do here is let him attack, and I won't attack back with the sole purpose of getting familiar with defending against his moves. Once you're comfortable with defending against him, you can win this fight without a problem, and that's because this fight is 90% about taking his posture down with deflections and Meharry counters, and 10% about attacking back. What I recommend though is saving your game just when you're at the base of these stairs and making a backup of that save. That way you don't have to run through all the enemies again to practice, and you probably will, unless you're a god, you probably will need to practice against this guy a lot because he is very, very difficult. So let's look at his attacks. Okay, now he's got that sweeping arc, a sweeping arc the other way, and again a rushing move and a jumping move. All of these moves can be pretty well timed, but it's the Meharry counters that you really want to look out for because he has only 3, but he does do them a lot. He has that one. He has one where he swings the spear from his right side to your left to your right side, or from your left side to your right side, and he has that thrust that comes from his left. All of his Meharry counters, all of his unblockable moves, I should say, can be countered with a simple Meharry counter where you don't move your stick at all, you just time the pressing of your dodge button. Except for the one that he swings from his right to his left, from your left to your right, that one requires you to jump. You can't Meharry counter that just by standing still. But that makes this fight pretty easy to work out what to Meharry counter. You can Meharry counter everything just by standing still, practically standing still and never moving, and timing your dodge button press for every unblockable attack he does until you spot the one where he's swinging from his right side or he's swinging from your left side. When you see that one, you want to jump. But what you don't want to do when you actually get to a point of attacking back, you don't want to jump and attack. What you want to do is you want to jump and then immediately retreat if you can. Because if you stay in the pocket with him, he generally can fire off a whole bunch of moves that makes it difficult to block, and if your posture is high at that point, he can stagger you and end you. So let's watch a fight where I'm actually fighting back. Okay, Meharry counter, block. Now, if he does a move immediately after being Meharry countered and you block it, that will stagger him. That's when I recommend doing the Ichimonji downward slash with the sword. That does a bit of posture damage to him, and immediately after that you can always get off 2 hits. So block all of his normal attacks, Meharry counter, and then hope he attacks again or wait for another Meharry counter. So block, Meharry counter, then hope he attacks again. He did, block, now he's staggered, Ichimonji, and then 2 strikes. And then block immediately because he'll immediately attack back. Whenever he does that spinning move where he's winding up to do a big, that one, you can always get in 1, maybe 2 hits, but I recommend just 1. His second phase, he's a little bit more aggressive, but it's not that different than the first phase. It's pretty much, if you've been able to go through and block all of his attacks without worrying about attacking, like if you've done a bit of practice where all you do is defend and don't attack, you'll find the second phase pretty much as easy as you'll find the first. So see, I got one shot in while he was spinning that. Meharry counter, hope he attacks. He did. Staggers, Ichimonji, 2 strikes, and block. I did 3 then because I felt like I could, but really should only do 2. I could have got in trouble there. So wait for a block, block. If he does a thrust, I was lucky there to get a strike in to stop it, block, and it's over. So let's look at that again one more time. When he comes down, I get ready to either block or Meharry counter. This one's a Meharry counter. Then I hope he's going to attack so I can last minute deflect it to stagger him. Ichimonji, 2 hits, and then immediately get ready to block his retaliatory attacks. I get ready for it's not a Meharry counter, it's one of the jump ones. And then I hit him if I can, especially if he's spinning, but I always get ready to block. I rolled through the Meharry counter then, but I actually tried to just Meharry counter it. Again, Meharry counter, hope he attacks. He doesn't. I wait for another Meharry counter. He doesn't do it, so I block. Meharry counter, hope he attacks. He does. I block, and then Ichimonji, 2 strikes. And then block. If he spins, hit, block again. Still waiting for that Meharry counter. If he spins, hit, block, Meharry counter, and that's it. So I'm always waiting for the Meharry counter. To really win this fight pretty easily, you get used to blocking his moves, jumping that one that you can't stop, and Meharry countering this and hoping he attacks after like that. Ichimonji, 2 strikes, immediately block after. If you get used to doing that, you have got this fight beat. So like I said, make a save file before this fight so that you can continually practice it. And I can say, I think if you can get yourself beating this guy pretty comfortably, you're going to be able to take on any enemy in the game, because this guy teaches you all about timing of your blocks and countering of unblockable attacks, both with jumps and with standing still and just pressing dodge at the very last moment. Okay, well I hope that helps. What I'll do now is I'll just play this fight one more time without me narrating, without me talking, so that you can just watch it and enjoy it with the sound the way it was meant to be heard. Okay, till the next time.